Where did poutine originate in Canada? Poutine is a dish from Quebec. Where was Hawaiian pizza invented? Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. What is Canada's $1 coin called? The Canadian $1 coin is called a loonie. Who invented the sport of basketball? Basketball was invented by Canadian James Naismith. How many lakes does Canada have compared to other countries? Canada has over 3 million lakes, more than all other countries combined. What was the real-life bear's name that inspired Winnie the Pooh? The real bear was named Winnie. What is unique about Canada's Great Trail? The Great Trail is the world's longest recreational trail network. Which Canadian town is known as the polar bear capital of the world? Churchill, Manitoba is famous for polar bears. When is Canadian Thanksgiving celebrated? Canadian Thanksgiving is in early October. Which Canadian region has a slightly weaker gravitational pull? Hudson Bay has a unique low-gravity anomaly. Which country is the world's largest producer of maple syrup? Canada leads global maple syrup production. From which Canadian province do Nanaimo bars originate? Nanaimo bars are a dessert from British Columbia. Which coffee and donut chain is considered a Canadian cultural institution? Tim Hortons is a major Canadian cultural chain. By land area, what is Canada's global rank among countries? Canada is the world's second largest country by land area. Which country boasts the world's longest coastline? Canada has the longest coastline globally. Approximately how many natural lakes are in Canada? Canada has over 3 million natural lakes. What is the world's longest international land border? The Canada-US border is the longest land border. What is the primary purpose of the Canadian interjection? A. A is used to seek confirmation in Canada. Which ingredients make up the Canadian dish poutine? Poutine consists of fries, cheese curds, and gravy. Canada has more lakes than which other grouping of countries? Canada has more lakes than all other countries combined. Which three oceans border Canada's extensive coastline? Canada's coastline touches the Atlantic, Arctic, and Pacific Oceans. Which nation surpasses Canada in total land area? Russia is the only country larger than Canada by land area. What was the nationality of James Naismith, basketball's inventor? James Naismith, the inventor of basketball, was Canadian. Approximately how many kilometers long is Canada's Great Trail? The Great Trail spans over 24,000 km across Canada. In which Canadian town was the real-life bear Winnie purchased? The bear Winnie was purchased in White River, Ontario. Why is Canadian Thanksgiving celebrated earlier than American Thanksgiving? Canadian Thanksgiving is earlier due to earlier harvest seasons. To what phrases is the Canadian interjection A often compared? The Canadian A is similar to right or you know. Who invented Hawaiian pizza in Canada? Sam Panopoulos, a Greek immigrant, invented Hawaiian pizza in Canada. What is maple syrup commonly served with in Canada? Maple syrup is a common topping for breakfast foods. What type of dessert is a Nanaimo bar? Nanaimo bars are known for being a delicious no-bake treat. How is Tim Hortons described in Canada? Tim Hortons is a very common sight across Canada. Which country shares the world's longest international land border with Canada? The Canada-US border is the world's longest. What natural event causes polar bears to migrate through Churchill, Manitoba each fall? Polar bears gather in Churchill to wait for the Hudson Bay to freeze, allowing them to hunt seal. What is the primary purpose of Canada's Great Trail? The Great Trail is designed for various recreational activities. What type of animal was the real-life Winnie that inspired Winnie the Pooh? The real Winnie was a black bear cub purchased in Ontario. To which famous zoo was the real-life bear Winnie eventually donated? The Canadian bear Winnie was donated to the London Zoo. Which Canadian coin is named after a bird? The $1 coin, or loonie, features a common loon. How does Canada's Great Trail span the country? The Great Trail covers Canada from the Atlantic to the Pacific and Arctic coasts.